Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
You need that fear.
All I'm trying to do is make a stand for something that I truly believe is right. I truly believe is right. I don't want to be like you. Come on, man. I'm the face of boxing. I'm the cash cow. I hold a record with pay-per-view.
My drop, I know my drop, I know my situation. I want to fight. That's my food. But it's gonna be very difficult for both of us.
ThaBoxingvoice.com. Good morning, TBV, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. We are back to discuss some more boxing. As always, we got a lot of news for you, but first, some audio.
But most of them then get talked into taking a third of the money on boxing once a year. You know? This is what I'm saying to Charlo. Like, Charlo, we've got Golovkin, Canelo, Andrade, and Jacobs. And you'll be paid 3 times as much money that you're making at the moment, and you will fight all those guys. What the fuck are you waiting for?
Can you tell us how that meeting with Jermall went?
That wasn't a meeting, it was just a conversation. He said, I'm speaking to Al.
Did he seem receptive?
He said he trusts Al to make the right decision for him.
And that is the audio. Jermall Charlo trusting Al, not making any rash decisions. And we hearing more from Eddie, more poaching-like tactics, more coming for the big names. And why wouldn't he? He's a promoter in the game. It's up to the promoter of a fighter to keep a fighter happy and not have him jump ship. But this is what we're going to be talking about. It. If you're interested, you already know the number to call in is 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Do not forget you can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype from anywhere in the world. Download that app absolutely free on iPhone market or the Android market and just add Nestor Gibbs. While you're there, don't forget to download the Patreon app. We got a title, we have an episode of Untitled today. We'll be doing a film study on Tuesday. And we got more treats for you live from Texas on Wednesday. So make sure you download the free Patreon app and get tons of exclusive contents from all the guys over here on TBV. Let's get this thing started and go out to our co-host and see, can't we talk some boxing? We got also Brian McIntyre, a.k.a. Bomac, trainer of Terrence Crawford, scheduled to be on the show in about 26 minutes. Brian McIntyre, world-renowned trainer, a.k.a. Bomac, is going to be on the show at 9:30 a.m.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
Windows down, 2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss, 2 to stand over. Turn up. Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million. And I'm in.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yo. Good morning, everybody out there in the TBV universe. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice. This is the morning edition, you know what I'm saying? We had a nice show last night. Sean Porter, Ugas, upset, robbery. We talked about it. But now we have a different subject. Eddie Hearn, is he poaching? Is he trying to get all the middleweights on one platform? Should Jermall Charlo say fuck it and just go over there? We'll see. We'll talk about it and we'll break it down. And yes, we have Bo Mack at 9:30. Big ups to him. Thank you for coming on. Ron G, man, good morning to you, and how's it going?
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
I've been doing this. I ain't been up and fell off. I've been through the Lennox Lewis era, the Nassim Hamed era, the Sugar Shane Moses era, the Oscar De La Hoya era, Mark Antonio Barrera. I've been through all the eras, and I still been telling you you do too much talking. The thing is this.
People want their subjective preference to be the objective reality.
HBO needs to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Good morning. If you're just kind of like climbing out of bed, kind of like how I did, then you're going to be coming into some interesting news. But 2018, if you heard Eddie Hearn go, you know what, I'm gonna give Charlo some money and come over to Zone. Boxing fans, like true hardcore boxing fans, would be like, all right, Eddie, you're crazy. No, that ain't happening. But now seeing all the news and all the signings, you're like, you know what? I think this is a possibility now. Maybe Charlo coming to Dazn isn't so crazy. So maybe my $10 a month is going to be really getting worth it with all these great fighters coming over. Who knows? But it makes sense for Charlo if he wants to solidify his legacy and get past the boxing politics if he signs with Dazn. But is he going to stay with his loyalty? Is he going to stay with Showtime? Is he going to stay with his free agency? We'll talk about it. So what's going on, guys?
Good morning, guys. Good morning. So what's up? How'd the weekend treat you? Obviously, we seen each other quite a bit with all the shows that we did, but I mean, how these weekends bets work out for you, Mike? I see fucking Elms made hella dough this week. He said
made money.
Hey, he made 420 this week.
He was putting money on like gerbil racing and shit and all types of stuff.
Nah, man, but if you don't know, Patreon only shows Friday betting show. A lot of guys made money this weekend. My guy Kills put down 51, 375.
Oh, that's
both from Bama put down 51, 375. Ness won some money.
Bo sent me his slip on IG yesterday.
Yeah, me too. Ness won some. I don't really know how much Ness won, but Ness won a little something. He ain't really been telling nobody, but I won 115.
Big. I ain't win nothing big, but I definitely won my Friday bets back.
Me too.
You know, and I won all my Saturday bets in profit. Remember, I'm sticking to the script unless I feel Patrick Day. If I don't feel Patrick Day, Lennox Allen, I'm sticking to my script. I mean, actually, I didn't. So that's that's another reason why I'm sticking to the script now, because I got to make that 60. What I put like 60 something on Lewis and fucking
66.
Fucking Lewis and this Landry Laura. I mean, it was really Lewis' fault because Laura did it. Actually, Laura didn't even do it, motherfucker.
Laura didn't do it either.
Draw. That's the one time you don't do the draw, right? Like Ness always be talking about the one time
Ness don't do a draw, man. Right, he always does a draw.
I put the draw last night. I thought I was about to cash.
Well, you, my nigga.
You couldn't tell me Ugas Porter wasn't going to be a draw. I mean, I was really upset when they said that. I mean, look, I get it, but I was like, whoa, that would have been a fairer decision to give me that draw and let me go eat.
Yeah, that draw would have happened, but a lot of niggas would have been nice in the kitty last night. I had 150 on the draw too, so yeah, I just had Ugas going to the distance, so I was good either way. But yeah, man, if you want to make some money, man, join the Patreon show. Go ahead and sign up to Patreon / The Boxing Voice, and we will start doing more in-depth shows about this bet.
Yes. Wednesday used to be Prospect Wednesdays, but we're turning it into a Gamblers Anonymous show because it's just now that we're doing it more frequently, we realize that it's far too much research for one day and one show. And some of these fights are Fridays and Saturdays and even Thursdays, and the prop bets don't open until the day of the fight. So that's why we even did a betting show on Saturday. So your best bet is just to, be part of the TBV Army, join Patreon, and make sure you get those notifications because we could do a betting show any day. It all depends on the odds. Mikey Garcia and Earl Spence odds are dropping significantly, so I don't think we're waiting till Friday. We might do one on Friday, but we might already have locked in a few things before Wednesday. But topic at hand, I mean, since we're talking money, so is Eddie. But isn't he always?
Always.
I mean, who has he really signed? I'm going that route this morning. Fuck it, because I know all you dick rodded Eddie lovers.
Now, hold on now.
I ain't done.
Okay.
Because who is he signed? All he talks is a big game. He always acts like he got this money, but he's losing purse bids, and he ain't signing none of the guys he said he was coming after. Is he signing the Usyks and the Horgovics of the world that aren't attached? Yeah. But all the guys he claimed to be poaching, all the guys he claimed were unhappy because they weren't fighting 3 times a year and they're with Al and Al is lying to him and all this stuff that he likes to say in interviews, I don't see it coming to fruition. Where's the Gervonta Davis signing? Where's the Jermall and Jermall Charlo signing? Where's the Deontay Wilder signing? Where is any fucking signing? Where is any PBC signing? None.
Jesse Vargas?
fuck out of here. Ain't PBC, bro.
I'm just saying, hey,
He asked the
Danny
question
Jacobs,
and he
he
said it.
PBC. I'm just saying, look here, man. I think Eddie Hearn is doing what should be done, man. Like looking at the middleweight, I'm just going off the landscape. Looking at the middleweight landscape and the zone, Triple G has just signed with the zone, and guess who was named mandatory for Triple G to get a title shot at Canelo? So I'm not. I don't even know if Triple G is really interested in the fight, but there are a lot of middleweights over there in the zone. Like Andrade, he has beef. He has a what's that?
Because the mandatory has always been out there, just hasn't been mandated. You know, I think Mauricio is a very just man. So he's not going to mandate Gennady when he doesn't even know where he's going to fight at. I think now the DAZN announcement, which we haven't yet officially reported outside of our flagship show, I would still like to do an individual episode on Triple G signing to DAZN. But now that he is signed, I think now you see Eddie, and if not, John Skipper will come for Jermall. Why? Because if not, they'll be in a purse bid situation. Jermall's still the mandatory. So it's not about like, oh, come over here, look at what we got. It's more like, come over here so we don't have to make this difficult.
I got to make a little quick announcement real quick.
Okay.
Anybody who think Eddie Hearn doesn't have anything to do with the zone or who they're signing are wrong, even though he's not in the meeting or in face-to-face negotiations with these people. Eddie Hearn is a partner of the zone. He let that slip yesterday doing an interview. So whatever you think about Eddie, man, whoever signs with the zone is good for Eddie in the long run.
Yeah, I mean, look, at some point, if he's not the one doing it and John Skipper is, I mean, you got to think the zone was first introduced to Eddie, Matchroom Boxing. So that was the domino effect. Now, at this point, going what Ness was saying, let's just take a look at the picture that so Danny Jacobs, that's Matchroom Boxing. Demetrius Andrade, that's Matchroom Boxing. However, Canelo Alvarez and David Lemieux, that's Golden Boy. All right, they did their own thing. They moved over on their own side. And Triple G, he signed over there because he wanted to do his own promotional company, have his own dates, have his own fighters. So the Charlos, don't they have their own little promotional thing, right? Granted, the fact that maybe they don't get show dates and times and distribution, but
they ain't got no stable though either.
Maybe they can still get a little.
Yeah, man, that promotional. I think that their promotional thing is more about an extra check, champ, not about promoting people. Now, can they go to DAZN and ask for some sort of TV dates for their quote unquote fighters? But do they have any? Is that in the immediate plans? Are they really going to start, focusing their attention on fighters that they sign and promote? Like, that's Triple G because he's on the further end of his career. You know what I'm saying? And he's got K2 and Tom Lawfer. So it's like, I already got a driver for this vessel. Whereas Jermall and Jermell, I mean, granted, they've done a great job thus far. You hear Jermell always giving Jermall, or Jermall always giving Jermell the credit for most of the Lions only promotion things because he's hands-on. But now we see maybe hands-on cost them the fight. He's the fucking boss. What you mean?
Okay, being so hands-on with a business, he might not be in. Okay, I got you. But look, I just think that Charlo. Ron, go ahead. You got something to say?
I was gonna say, just keep in mind too. Now, Danny Jacobs is still. Well, is he still advised by Al Heyman?
Hell yeah.
So he's still advised by Al Heyman. So this is possible. We have one fighter that's already over there getting the Canelo fight, making this all work. Not saying it's going to be the story of Charlo, but it's possible. We see it.
And let's not act like Al Heyman doesn't like. I hate the fucking stigma like Al Heyman doesn't work with people. Al Heyman has fighters spread all over networks, man. Look at ESPN. He has Alito Alvarez. So apparently, him and Bob Arum can work together on something. He has Danny Jacobs with DAZN. So apparently, him and Eddie Hearn can work together on something. So I just feel like if the middleweight division is over on DAZN, I think Charlo should definitely give it a thought. And I mean, like we all want to see. We all want to see the best in every division fight the best. And why not go ahead and get you a check from a nice upstart company to fight the best? And we all know his first fight might be an easy fight, but the second fight, third fight should be pretty a little bit tougher. And I think a 2 to 3 fight deal for Charlo would be the best thing.
If you're out, it's your job to do what's right for Jermall. But if you're out, you can't be happy if an offer comes in that makes you push Jermall in that direction. Because at the end of the day, they still got this Fox and Showtime gig that they're going to have to put on fights for. And look, they're not doing a great job for Showtime. You know, Showtime doesn't do anything.
You got to think with the 200 plus fighters, how many top notch names at middleweight does he have? And by letting Jermall go over to Dazn or something like that, maybe he can spread some of that money he was going to give Jermall around to the other fighters and see them fighting more frequently every year. Because at the end of the day, I mean, it's all about getting these fighters in the ring against the best competition possible. So if you're able to let Jermall go and co-promote with Eddie Hearn and use some of that money you were going to pay Jermall to like promote the other fighters, I think it's definitely worth the look. Definitely worth the look.
Look, overall, at the end of the day, as a boxing fan, you know, outside of who you support and who you think is fair, this is a better move for your budget, I guess, you know, with your money wise. You know, you're paying $10, you know, for the DAZN subscription. If there's a big mega fight, let's just say that involves Canelo, involves Triple G, that's typically what we would assume over here in the US as a pay-per-view fight. Unfortunately, we're shelling out $50-$60 for that. So I'm thinking more as an optimistic for us as boxing fans, that opposed to paying the $50-$60, we got it for 10. So that's the win if Charlo goes over there. Granted, the fact that go ahead.
Let's not act like Eddie Hearn doesn't at least have his ear. He said he had a personal conversation with him and just like, hey man, what the fuck are you waiting on? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on over here, man. We got plenty of money. We got plenty of fights for you and plenty of competition. You want Canelo, you want Danny Jacobs, you want Andre, you want Gennady. All these guys are over here on DAZN. If you really want to test yourself and see who the best is, then you'll come over on DAZN. And in my opinion, I think Charlo's one of the best middleweights in the world. Period. I think the fight with Crawford was a last minute a replacement, and also his brother lost. So I don't know what really was going through his mind during that fight, but I think Charlo is one of the best in the division, and I really want to see him against the other best in the division.
Mike, but how does Eddie sell DAZN to Charlo? I mean, obviously to the yuppies out there, this sounds good, but if you're Charlo and Al, you're sitting down and you're like, well, when is he really getting this Canelo fight that you claim is on this contract or that you claim is available to him? Because it sounds like you just made a similar deal with Jacobs. And as I sit here, sounds like you just made a similar deal with Gennady. So is there seniority? How much does my mandation from the WBC carry? Is Jermall going to jump the line? Or is he stuck behind Daniel Jacobs and Canelo Alvarez and whatever happens on the outcome? What if Danny wins? So now he has to wait for a trilogy? What if after that, it's Gennady and his new $50-something million deal, right? Does Jermall still have to wait? How's this contract really look? Yeah, it sounds good. We got him and we got him. When are we getting him? Last I checked, Luis Ortiz signed to Eddie for 3 fights, never got AJ. Last I checked, Dillian White about to leave the ESPN because he never got AJ. Last I checked, Amir Khan signed to Matchroom, and we thought we were getting Khan Brook. That ain't what we got. So when has Eddie really delivered what he said?
Last time I checked, Danny Jacobs did not resign to DAZN until what? He made sure he had the Canelo deal.
That's right.
Last time, and guess who was a big part of that deal? Eddie Hearn. Last time that I checked, Gennady just signed with DAZN, and Eddie Hearn had a big deal in that. But you leave the
whoa, champ. All reports say that it was John Skipper, and
Eddie said he was in the meeting though
with Triple G.
That's what he said on the interview with Blue Bloods.
Okay, I mean, I don't know, Ron. You heard anything other than Triple G? I mean, we seen what's this guy you guys like to follow that we had on the show, Coppinger. All his tweets were more like GGG and Dazn sitting down. Never Eddie, but all right.
And Dazn always seems to put on like they changed
the name to Ron.
Go ahead, Ron.
No, look, unfortunately, I have to go back and rewatch it because I don't want to misquote. But it's hard to believe at this point that John Skipper is not involved in any of it. So I think
you see him first.
But it's easy to just check John Skipper in any Dazn deal now. I just feel like he just has to be involved with any type of promotional signing from elsewhere. Now, Eddie Hearn, I'll have to go back and re-see it, but it'll be really interesting that if he's peeping his head in here, because Deontay Wilder also stated that he doesn't want him involved. He only wants to deal with John Skipper if they do the Dazn deal. So,
and he said he would not be involved in that. He would not be in the meeting or anything like that, but being a partner, whatever good for Dazn, good for him.
But you brought up a good point though, Ness. Like, it's really tough to try to sell this when there's possible unifications on the rise in this division.
But you guys are missing like a big fucking thing, man. Who does Jermall have a history-long beef with? History-long beef.
It don't matter, but unification.
It does matter.
Hey, Rob,
it does matter.
Let me interpret that for the listeners. Mike's trying to say, oh, Jermall should still go because he's got a beef with Andre.
There you go. What does Andre have? A world title.
Let the listeners hear everything, Mike. Even though they're dangling the metaphorical Canelo carrot, and I'm not gonna get it because there's a line and rematch clauses. Oh, Andre, the consolation prize? Man, get out of here, bro. You're tripping.
My nigga, he got a title, so that world title he got don't matter.
Tripping hard. Listen, it matters. It matters. But guess what? Jermall's in a better position, player. All you got to do is let the fucking mandatory be called and let his pockets do the talking. Why would he sign a Dazn to fight Andre?
Bruh. He been waiting for the mandatory for how long? How long has he been? Because he been waiting for a world title shot.
Who been waiting longer?
What you mean?
Who has been waiting longer? Dominic Breazeale or Jermall Charlo? So pump the brakes, champ.
Honestly, they been waiting about the same amount because Breazeale got his Can I speak, bro?
Shit in 2017.
Can I speak? Can I speak? Can I speak?
Go ahead and speak and let the fans see that you don't.
Breazeale fought Molina, I believe, October or November of 2017.
Yes.
Jermall Charlo fought what's his name? It start with a C.
The guy.
Yes, Centennial, like in March of April last year. So 5 months, Ness. Come on, man. 5 months, really? Both of you guys been.
Wait a minute. Now we're calling 2017.
And I'm going by the months, Ness, not the year. You're making it seem like it was January of 2017.
Just because you cut me off doesn't mean anything.
I would disagree with Mike.
Been waiting for 2 years, and the other one, according to you, has only been waiting 5 months, and you want to equate that.
What kind of math are you using? That's 5 months. What kind of math are you using? I said March of 2018. We're in 2019 now.
You use the
We're in 2019 now.
My friend, I could only repeat what you say, player.
Because I said the difference between Charlo and Breazeale is a difference of 5 months.
Okay. So how long has Jermall been waiting? Why are you making everyone do math?
I just told you, March. If I said, God damn it, Ness. If I said March of 2018 and we are in fucking March of 2019, what the fuck do you think how long you been waiting? A year.
What do you mean? Okay, a year. And how long has Breazeale been waiting?
About 16, 17 months. A little over a year.
All right. So who has been waiting longer?
And I said that to preface my statement, the difference of 5 months.
Time for what? We wasted the listeners' time for what? Because my initial statement was Jermall hasn't been waiting as long as Breazeale. So there's no reason to rush. There's no reason to overreact. This is typical with the WBC. This is typical. The only ones
So
that
Jermall,
can't
so
immediately.
Jermall's supposed to just wait around, fight.
No, Jamal's
Jermall-
not supposed to wait around. But don't you get that waiting around holds more value than fighting Andre? You can't see that?
Not if the WBC is not mandating you.
It's so funny that this guy wants him to.
They're gonna give Triple G a exception to fight Canelo.
He wants this guy to go ahead and go fight someone else, but then he's got another guy, I ain't gonna say no names, who he'd rather sit around and wait and it's time and let him fight Kovalev and it's time and at the right time. But no, this guy, don't wait for the
They are two different playing fields, man.
opportunity, because let me tell you something, Triple G and Canelo are way bigger opportunities than Kovalev. But you want Jermall to bypass that because you feel he's been waiting too long, but not as long as Dominic Brazil. So he should just bypass that and go fight Demetrius Andre. But on top of fighting him, you want him to sign to DAZN to fight.
A 2 or 3 fight deal. But what's wrong with that when you know you got a lot of middleweights over there? Like, well, I'm not understanding how is that so funny.
Look, you the man, you just ain't no advisor or manager, man.
Right. If I'm telling you, hey man, we got a world title shot and possibly another unification fight after the first world title fight.
Advice.
Nah, I disagree. If the money's there, the world title shot is there, you definitely take it. If not, then hey, you'll be stuck fighting the fucking Korobovs and Hugo Centennials and Mario Seleckis of the fucking world.
All right, I'd rather talk to Ron. You've lost it. I mean,
Ron's gone. You know what I'm saying? Ron's, how have I lost
Andre?
Him?
Is Andre that has more cachet somehow? Is he more popular than Triple G?
He got a fucking world title.
Huh?
He got a world title.
Okay. So Ron, who
is it about being
cachet? Ron, is it Triple G, Canelo?
We all know who has more cachet.
Andre,
okay, you're talking to Ron. You're talking to Ron.
What's the question? Who has more star power?
Yeah.
Canelo, then Triple G, then maybe Danny Jacobs. Then yeah.
Oh, so you're putting another guy before Andre?
Yeah. Yeah, Danny Jacobs over Demetrius Andrade, unfortunately.
Anybody else you want to sneak in there? You know, because this guy, I don't get this guy. Like, the deal should be premised around Canelo, if not Triple G. This guy's whole logic is, fuck it. You could get Andre. Didn't y'all have beef? Bro, no one's signing to the DAZN to fight Andre. Only dude that did that was Jesse. He signed to DAZN to fight fucking Thomas Delorme. Now he's fighting Humberto Soto. You don't
think if the money's right.
You don't sign for the money, Mike. You sign for the money and the right path. If Jermall just listens to you, he'll be the next version of Jesse Vargas. You never know. Jesse just listened, and now he's fighting Humberto Soto. His last fight was fucking Thomas Delorme.
He got a draw with Thomas Delorme. That's why he knocked himself back down. We all said that he dropped the ball in that fight.
Sit down with his peoples and make sure that the deal is as followed. His mandatory in Triple G. When he wins that, his mandatory shot at Canelo Alvarez. You don't take any sidesteps at Andre, who's a dangerous fighter with no reward. There's no popularity there. Remember that they're on DAZN. This platform is still building. So on top of not being seen, he could possibly lose to a dude that is a tough out, but not as popular. And then that's all over. Everyone's writing about that. Nah, champ. If you're an advisor, you're a manager, you know, you're even a promoter. You got a plan for your fighter. And that's not the right plan, in my opinion. That's all I'm arguing.
But what if it's more important to Jermall Charlo to get a world title shot than the running around of Canelo and Triple G?
Mike, this is his life, right? And you
understand.
You think that he's gonna say, all right, I won't take the check and popularity boosting that comes with fighting Triple G. I am next, the same way Earl was next. I could wait the same way they made Earl wait. But no, I'm gonna go fight Andre. Less name, less money. Less money.
That's what I'm saying. If they come up with a 3-fight deal offer, the money's already going to be there and guaranteed.
But real quick, you're gonna have you're gonna have Demetrius Andrade's interest in it, because you can be looking at, like, you know, I wanted these fights with Charlo, or maybe, you know, stuff like that. Whatever he feels, and now he has a title. Maybe he doesn't.
Bro,
feel
DAZN don't give a fuck about that. They putting people in tough. Canelo Jacobs in tough. Jarrell Miller, Joshua in tough his first fight
but
in
this is
the
what I'm
US
saying,
on
though.
his own.
Stop lying, bro. Stop lying.
No, Mike. I haven't.
Y'all sleeping on one
tough.
big baby.
Miller's tough. Miller's
Mike.
been tough after he fought Thomas Adamic and Bogdan Bino. DAZN doing him tough. Yeah, DAZN doing him
I
tough.
think
Andre's diet, huh?
But Mike, you gotta understand. You have to understand his interest too.
Hey, bro, that's whack. You lie on certain.
Bruh, this nigga had a
Andrade
fucking.
one.
Can I hold on, man?
Mike,
Fuck this. No. He ain't about to do this, bro. Demetrius Andrade had a fucking mandatory shot with Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe popped for something. So he had to fight next in line. Then he had a fucking hometown world title defense. Next, I don't know what's next for him.
It wasn't a hometown.
Those are his two fights on the zone so far.
And who are they? Why you only saying his name?
Is it his fault that a guy popped for it?
Who the fuck?
He was gonna be in touch with Billy Joe Saunders, but Billy Joe.
Why you can't say the name?
I just told you he was gonna be in Walter Campo or something like that.
Mike. But how do you know that he doesn't want to fight Triple G himself? He's been asking for it. He don't want to fight Charlo. He want to fight Triple G like everyone else does. He wants to get his own money. That's what I'm saying. So for him not to have a say, he has a belt. Why is he being forced to fight Charlo when he wants to fight Triple G? I want that guy. I don't care about Charlo. I'm the champion. He can wait. Skirt. Pump the brakes, bruh. You coming over here. I already fought twice. Let me get mine. That's what I'm saying. Demetrius Andrade's still a fighter to be taken care of.
But do y'all think that the zone is not going to match these guys in together? Like, if you have all these middleweights, you're definitely going to put them against each other. Like, I'm not understanding like why people think that Charlo would not get a fight with Canelo or not get a fight with Jacobs or not get a fight with Gennady. We all know that he's mandatory for Gennady, but Gennady seems like he doesn't want that fight. So
it's technically not mandated. Like Triple G don't have to fight him. We on the show and
they call for it, right? They call for it, right?
But listen, on the show, Maurice, I asked.
No. This is how it's going down, right? If Triple G wants to fight at Canelo, he definitely got to go through Charlo first. They ain't letting it go. He can't go straight into Charlo.
Well, on the show.
Whoa. There would not be no exception for Canelo to fight Triple G.
This is what I'm saying. They told Charlo, let them get their rematch and you get the winner next. So then they got their rematch, and because Canelo won, they told Triple G fight Charlo for his mandatory spot at Canelo. Remember, Charlo got the spot at Canelo. Canelo's the WBC champ now. So they mandating Triple G to fight Jermall Charlo. If Triple G decides not to, Jermall has right to the belt. The purse bid will be called with Jermall and Canelo, not with Jermall and Gennady, because Gennady don't hold it anymore. He don't hold that.
But this is what I'm saying. We had Mauricio Suleiman on the show. I asked him specifically what is the case. He says that the board, they have a WBC board where that they're able to vote on the fact that if Triple G and Canelo was an acceptable fight, the WBC can say, okay, we're cool with that. They re-vote. He said it on our show. You can rewind it, go back to it. They vote on all this. It's not set in stone. I remember I asked him specifically about this after we had Ronnie Shields before as a guest, and then asked him what happens with this trial of Triple G. What if Triple G wants to fight Canelo right away? Are you going to do something? Is there going to be legal problems? We have a board. They vote on it. Like that's what he said on our fucking show. Unless he lied on the show, unless you know something that we don't know. But he said that on our show, and I can get clips.
Listen, I don't know what he said. All I know is this: Jermall is the mandatory. Okay, just like Tyson Fury came out of nowhere and they mandated Tyson Fury immediate rematch. But as soon as Tyson asked for an interim, they went back to their original mandate. So right now is no different. Charlo is next at the WBC because the fight with Canelo and Triple G was so good. The first one had controversy. It deserves a trilogy. WBC is saying Charlo fight Gennady Golovkin for the shot at Canelo. If Charlo says now, yo, I don't want to fight him, right? Well, then maybe he can still fight Canelo and the WBC not be on the line. That's true. Maybe that they can do that. But as long as that WBC title's on the line, the next crack is at Charlo. That's the bottom line. That's how it goes. And if not, we could schedule Mauricio. It'll be easier to ask him, but
let's do it because I've seen WBCs do all type of stuff. I've seen things go all over the place.
Not only with the Charlo, but with the Brazil. Like there's some people out there that really want some answers about Brazil being the mandatory and not white. So I mean, a lot of things that we could ask Mauricio. But real quick,
and then Sergio Martinez was all over the place with his WBC.
Yeah, I just think, man, the zone would be a good place for Charlo, and the middleweight division is looking like it's going to be popping over on the zone. And if Charlo, the guy that I think he is the best middleweight in the division, in my opinion, then he goes over the zone and takes care of business.
Now, quick question, because people are asking me how much percentage does Charlo get if he waits out the mandatory?
I knew one of you dudes was gonna fall for the. That's why I be muting this dude in there, because all he do is type, motherfucker. Type it.
No, I just
65-35.
Who the fuck gives a fuck if it's 25 or 35% for Charlo? Let me ask you, dumb motherfuckers, again. Who is more popular and who brings a bigger check? Canelo, Triple G, or Andre? Yo, Mike's path is the whack path. He could wait for his 25% or his 35% of a Triple G fight, which is bigger, of a Canelo fight, which is bigger. Fuck out of here, dumbass donkey logic.
How's it bigger?
All I was gonna say is, hey, that's pretty good though. Like getting 35
is it
of a Canelo fight.
Bigger?
Is it pay-per-view now, or is it on the zone? So the price.
It would never be pay-per-view.
That's what I'm saying. So whatever they offer up front,
this today. That's
whatever they offer up front could compensate for a Canelo fight or a Triple G fight.
Man really said, how is it bigger?
If it's not pay-per-view, bro, they can compensate. So there's like, no, hey, man, we're gonna give you back end points, but no, we can say, hey, starting up, we'll give you 3 fights, $25 million. That sounds good to me.
They saying I'm getting a check from the zone. This nigga obviously getting paid from the zone,
bro. If it's not pay-per-view anymore, then the zone can offer Charlo a nice portion to be like, hey, man, you want to come over here?
Why do you keep making it only about money, bruh? Canelo and Triple G are more known. Fighters want to be legends. They want to be first ballot Hall of Famers. They want to walk down the street and people say hello and know who they are. This dude's crazy, man.
If guys don't want to fight you, man, you go and try to get that world title shot. That's all I'm saying.
All right, champ. All right.
I think it would be better if Charlo waited it out, to be honest. Because you're going between Canelo and Triple G to a degree. I mean,
I swear, Mike is just so crazy because it's.
I'm crazy because I want to see high level competition.
Yes, because you keep doing these things. You want high level competition, but it's contingent to the argument. Like, you don't want Crawford in high level competition. His fight,
my God.
His fight David Benavidez is cool. Yards fight with everybody he fights, those are cool. It's timing. Certain fights to you requires high level competition. The dudes
some guys are not on the level of Charlo to begin with, like Yard.
Dillian White, you made this big hoopla about Dillian White because he fought fucking Lucas Brown. Like, bro, you are mad selective.
And you mad selected too by just saying Lucas Brown.
You a cheater. That's
I'm a cheater.
Yeah.
Or did I say Dylan White fought Lucas Brown, Joseph Parker, and Chisora all in one year?
You only
I said the latter.
You only celebrate the guys you like.
No, I don't. I want to see Crawford and tough. I want to see Crawford fight Keith Thurman. I want to see Crawford fight. Who asked fucking Bob about fucking Crawford and PBC? Did you? Or did I get to motherfucking scoop and say, oh yeah, we could definitely go send an offer over to Earl Spence after this fight?
You should really apologize because before you ever spoke to Bob, I've been speaking to Bob.
Okay, Nez. Okay, this year. This year, let's go.
Yeah, I'm talking about this year. Who the fuck put it out there that Bob said he ain't even thinking about this fight till it reached 500,000 pay-per-views in the right mind?
Did his mindset change? Did his mindset change?
Were you on that interview?
Did his mindset change?
I asked Bob.
Did his mindset change?
I came at Bob about PBC.
Did his mindset change?
To be fair, I came after Ness too, and I asked him. I was the one that asked him.
All you done today is lie. All you
Lie about what? Oh my god!
I talked to Bob after
Let's get to the
too.
callers, man. Let's get to the callers, man.
right now and try to make it seem like you asked Bob first about PBC and Crawford fighting PBC fighters.
I asked Bob, could we expect a fight with Earl Spence this year?
You raise your voice and emphasize, like, who asked first? Like, what you talking?
I asked Bob if Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford were likely for this year. He said yes. I'll be sending over a big offer for Earl Spence to fight Terrence Crawford at the end of this year.
Okay, so now how does that?
That's all that I was referring to. That's it.
You was referring to a totally different tone of voice. You was you. Yes, you were. You were you.
I know I was.
Did it first. You're like, who
I did.
About PBC?
I did.
Like
I did ask Bob.
Like I didn't.
I didn't hear you ask Bob about Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford.
What?
Go give me the clip.
You see
give
what
me the clip.
And all you
the clip.
is
Prove
lying
it.
today.
Prove it.
So
Prove it. I'm a liar.
I mean, last
I said I didn't hear you.
Mike,
can I speak?
Last I checked, Deontay Wilder
call me a liar, but I can't speak.
Last I checked, Deontay Wilder tweeted out the same exact interview that we are talking about, because one portion was with the Wilder fight and the other was with Earl. So what are you talking about? He tweeted it out.
He tweeted out about the Fury, right?
Yeah. But that was the same interview. Like, I did the whole interview with Bob. What are you talking about? It was all the same day.
Okay. What do you mean? Well, why you bringing Wilder?
What do you mean? Because I'm proving that the video was out.
Okay. And we all know it's out.
You said, did you talk to Bob about PBC? And I'm like, yeah, what do you mean? Wilder's even using the clip.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my question too.
Exactly. After me. So you can't preference it like, oh, who asked Bob about PBC? You mean we?
But you didn't ask him about Earl Spence, though. I asked him about Earl Spence.
How the fuck I didn't ask him about Earl?
I don't remember this. I don't remember. Just like you didn't remember earlier.
We're not talking about that fight until the writers start saying that it's worth 500,000. How I didn't talk about
I remember that.
Then what 500,000 pay-per-views is he talking about? You making this longer than you want because you keep lying and you getting caught in all these lies. Like,
how did I lie when I say I don't remember?
Coffee. Go get the coffee. You're doing a bad job today with all these lies.
This guy right here, boy. All right, man. Callers, please.
Just lies and lies and lies out this guy's mouth. No,
I got one word, man. He got one word sentences now.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Mike.
Why the fuck?
I knew it.
Why you always lying?
I knew it can.
In
the UK.
Yep.
Hello guys, how's it going?
What's going on, homie?
I'll make it quick, man. I'll make it quick. At the end of the day, there's more better fights in DAZN than it is on PBC. If he signs with DAZN, he can fight the Andrade for a world champion title slot. That's much more interesting to me than whatever he fights on PBC. So I wanted to go. I wanted to go there. And if he wants to be a legend, like you guys say, then he needs to fight the legends. So currently, there's Canelo, Jacobs, Andrade, Triple G. What more can you say? End of the day.
Yo, was that an accident? Was that an accident putting Andrade before Triple G, or is Andrade the legend and not Triple G? I didn't understand that.
Whatever, Triple G or
no, I mean because you
Andrade.
said when you say he needs to fight the legends, I thought legends were built off what you've done. So when you put Andre before Gennady, I'm just a bit confused.
Okay, well, Triple G's on DAZN. I don't mind because I thought, look, you put him against Andrade first, beat Andrade, win the world championship belt, and then you fight Triple G afterwards because that would entice Triple G to fight him.
Boy, you sound so smart, my guy.
I don't think he sounds smart. I think he's saying the same.
Let the caller get his get his call off.
Yeah, so then he can fight Andrade. The plan would be the same as Billy Joe Saunders: fight Andrade, beat Andrade, then you can win a world championship belt, which he wants to do. Then he can go and fight Triple G, which is the fight that he wanted in the first place. You can beat Triple G. Then you can go and fight Canelo or Jacobs or whoever wins out of that fight. It's a better pathway on DAZN than it is on PBC. That's all I'm saying. I mean, like, you know, what would you rather that than him fighting, I don't know, Lupinov on PBC? Like, that's all I'm saying.
Whatever, bro. I mean, the problem is
Couldn't get a caller, no respect, but good point, caller. Great point, caller.
will never be matchmakers or advisors, and if you are, your fighter won't last because you put Charlo in there with Andre first, a dangerous fight with less money, less popularity. When you could put him in there with Gennady, who's already older and on the way out, man, you guys are.
How would it be less money if the fight if he signed a guaranteed fight deal?
Oh! So you with John Skipper now, huh? You work for Dazn. You know,
I don't work for anybody, but if you sign a deal, that means the money you're getting is going to be guaranteed.
Hypothetical deal.
2 fight, 3 fight.
Why y'all playing my man Demetrius Andrade like he don't have a say in his career? Like he don't want the Triple G fight. Like he don't have a say.
Nigga, he already got his bag. He already got his bag. So they gonna fight who they tell him to fight. He got his bag.
He got the belt already though.
He got his bag though. He gonna fight who they tell him to fight.
Andre knocking one days, bro. Knock it off. Knock it off. Anybody on the line, you got to press 1 if you want to speak. Number to call in 14255695241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Mike's boy played him again. Played him. Yo, every time he try to get Bomac on the show, he leave him flat.
To this day.
Yo. All that Crawford boo loving, all that arguing with your mans and shit. You get money with me every day. We smoke together. Nigga, if we was still, if I'd have met you sooner, we'd have been fucking bitches together. But nah, you rather cross me for, look, he on the phone. He's still trying to get Bomac, y'all. Look, played him. Yo, my man Wilder never do that to me, champ. Never. Because he know I'm out here putting in work. You out here defending Bud. They calling you, what they call him these days? Bud Light? What they call
they call him Lady Bud, man.
Lady Bud. I know it was something. They call him Lady Bud. Yo, they out here calling you Lady Bud for him, and he can't even come on the show. His train ain't even coming on. I mean, they call us Wilderettes. At least Wilder was just on here last week. And my man on speed dial. I'm just saying. We be in Philly tomorrow, though. Anybody want to meet up? We definitely be in Philly tomorrow. Ah, man, let me see. All right, so we got a couple callers online, but I guess they just listening. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. If there's any other subjects, we will be back a little later. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right here at youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice. Hit up the backup channel at youtube.com/Nestor Gibbs in case anything ever goes wrong here. But remember the bat signal, Commissioner Gordon, the Batman, the red phone in the office is Patreon. We never leave a man behind on Patreon. We always make sure we get to all your messages, and that's where all the information hits first because the Patreons are essentially our board members. You know what I mean? So we get it done. They calling Terrence Air Bud in the chat, Mike. He left you hanging. Holmes. Uh-oh. I know who calling in right now. He calling in purposely for Mike. Let me cut the music because I know this one is for Mike. Hey, Mike, you got a call. Would you like to speak to Mike? R&V messed up my whole joke and shit. What's up, bro? Where your volume at? Hello? This thing on? Oh, he just listening. I know.
No, I ain't listening. No, I'm here, Flair. Cut them fucking crickets off. Hello?
We hear you, champ. Mike just ducking you.
All right. Oh, you ducking? Well, I like that. We gotta make some shirts, Ladybug, man, with a ladybug on top of it and a top rank flies on the back. That's nah, man. I think Mike need to listen. What he's trying to say is going to take away Charlo's biggest advantage, and that is to be on the outside. And if he gets locked into that zone without these guaranteed people that he really wants, and not these little bums like Andre, because all Andre gonna do is a belt. But in the division he's in, if Canelo had no belt, he still would be Canelo. So he's not in a division where the belt is really elevating you. Is really who you.
Man, do y'all want motherfuckers to fight, or do y'all want motherfuckers to play motherfucking hopscotch?
No, he's not. Look, he's not saying
In and out, in and out, in and out, double dutch. My bad.
Don't play yourself by allowing the first fight to be Andre. If you get Triple G,
That's a world title, my nigga. The belt don't matter no more.
Listen, you got to remember, the zone ain't playing around. Who you think?
That's what I'm saying. The zone not playing around, so they're gonna give you Andre. They'll give you a title, a homecoming, and then they'll give you Canelo or Triple G.
I know they're not playing around, but if they give you Andre from jump, they can say, "Look, we gave you Andre already. So why don't you have these 2 tune-up fights? We already gave you Andre." What Ness is saying to say, keep your leverage is saying, give me Triple G first, and then I could do a tune-up, and then maybe Andre after that.
I agree with that, bro. I definitely agree with that. But Triple G don't want it. He don't want it
because you got. Well, if Triple G don't want it, then don't sign the zone, because that's your ace in the hole. That is a proverbial belt. Once you knock off Triple G, you become the second dude. The second dude, period. No matter where you go. Jacob Wallace, all got to follow behind him. And so if you knock down Triple G, that is this thing of a Triple G belt. Now you the King Dundada. And
now let me ask you this, RMV. What if the WBC gives Canelo a exemption to fight Triple G again?
So you want these dudes that are greedy for money and voting and all that other stuff and changing this and changing that to determine your future? Fuck no, man. You got to be more gangster than that. These dudes on these boards will do whatever the fuck they want.
All I'm saying, man, we seen.
What Mike don't understand is,
and then look, don't get
Triple G.
They'll play you like a duck.
Triple G won't get no extension or nothing like that. Like they won't, because Charlo could sue. He next, and if he do, let me tell you, if they say, "Yo, please let this trilogy happen," it's good for boxing. Guess what Charlo get? A big ass step aside check. You know what I'm saying? Like, going the Andre route is just, I ain't gonna offend anybody. It's just not smart. Like, you stick where you at and you get that step aside money check. You make them pay you if they don't want to fight you. It's that simple.
We got any super chats?
They say we do. Let's get to them.
I'm pulling them up now.
Alexander Wilson, Hearn said Andre Selecki is in June. Damn, so they counting out Rosado on Friday. 7 says y'all need to stop with these pissing contests. All right. Yeah, Mike trying to piss longer and further than me. Let me see what we got here. Damn, I know this number, but I'm gonna have to double check it.
402.
Nah.
He said, "Nah, so quick."
Hey, but for real, salute to Mike though. Might be getting a lot of the guests on the back end. So
I don't be doing
real
shit,
talk.
man. I don't be doing.
He'll never get nobody from Team Bud.
This nigga right here, boy. He
did an interview with Bomac, not on the show though.
He can never get an interview with Team Bud. He didn't know his mic was on. Bo sending him straight to voicemail. Yo, that's crazy, bro.
That ain't no love right there, bro. I'm about to call Bo back and be like, "Hey, bro, what's going on, man? You got me looking crazy on goddamn live radio."
Bro, that ain't right.
It happens, man. It happened with Robert Garcia and Josecito Lopez, so shit happens.
Nah, but they actually came on, right? Like Robert came back, then we had Mikey. Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, but Lopez. I mean, look at.
Look, man, you ain't the people's champ. You ain't the people's champ, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. You know, guys like Danny. You know, Thurman. You know, Wilder. You know, them guys. Those people's champs, man. They out here, you know, actively in the eyes of the public, man. You know, Gennady, people's champ. You know.
I hear you.
You know, at least Bud took a picture with Ron.
And Jack.
I ain't got no picture with Bud. You got a picture with Jack though?
Jack
got a picture with Bud?
Let me get to H Money.
Oh my God. Jack.
H Money, what up? Good morning.
Yo, what's up? My boy Ness, Money Mike, what's going on? The whole TBV family, I want to salute once again. I've been calling in every day. I just want to talk this Charlo situation. Charlo, he should have took the money in the first place. And then he had the tough fight with the Russian guy on the last card. And some people say he really lost that fight. So we don't know if his value went down or not. And his brother lost to Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison outboxed him. So they stock went down a little bit. With that being said, he should take the money right now from Dazn and get in these big fights and build his name back up. That's what I'm with right now. And also, I want to talk about Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford, he doesn't want no problems with Earl Spence Jr. He need to stay with ESPN, keep fighting bums like American. When it comes to a real fighter like Earl Spence Jr., he doesn't stand a chance. I mean, we all see Yorkis Gamboa hurt. He hurt Terrence Crawford. Gamboa is a lightweight, and he hurt Terrence Crawford. That's a fact. I'm speaking fact right now. If he got in the ring with Earl Spence, he'll get knocked out. So I'm just keeping it real. PBC, they got a good program going on, but I don't think they're doing a good job with some of their big fighters like Earl Spence and Charlo. Charlo, he just had his first main event. He's been on PBC for about a good 6 years, and he just had his first main event. So with that being said, if Charlo went to the Dazn, he'll be a main event fighter.
All great points, my friend. All great points. We're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Stick around, like we said. We already told you all the social media channels to follow us on. Make sure that you do so because we will be back. Don't forget Patreon. We have Untitled later on today. So definitely check us out on patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We got numerous interviews going up, daily uploads outside of the daily podcast. We'll be putting out some new Border Wars content. Got some more fighter training, a little bit of sparring. We got an interview coming out on the YouTube channel with Boogs, the Pad Man of Lamont Peterson. We got J. Leon Love coming out on the YouTube channel. Sonny Conto, strength and conditioning coach. Lamont Peterson working on a heavy bag, a new style heavy bag. Go check that one out just to check out the style of heavy bag he's using. It has some, I don't know, I guess it's a secret. Go check it out. Big Baby Miller's trainer, Aliano Sosa, talking a little Big Baby, Chris Colbert, Lennox Allen, and more. Julian Sosa's son. Also, we get just tons of new content daily. Make sure you check that out. I'm your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO.
You can find me at Ron GFIQ, and just to piggyback, Clarissa Shields, Ronnie Shields. Didn't even realize they both had the last name. But we got some Peter Quillen body bags or body work on the little big bag. But appreciate you guys coming on the show. As always, support us any way that you can. Comment, even if it's a hate. Show your support for Mike. Show your support for Ness, who won that battle right there. That was intense. But we'll be back with more. Sign up to Patreon. You'll get exclusive interviews there. And also we have a Dazn link below if you want to sign up, get that free month. In addition to all the extra goodies, just keep your bell icon on the Boxing Voice.
Gross1911 on IG and Gross2312 on Twitter. Until next time, peace out.
Peace.